So today we are looking at Mika. He is the team of the season highlights, which to be honest, I do enjoy. It takes me back to the international man of the matches. If you're old enough, you know what FIFA that's from. But in general, we got 172,000, 183 give or take, 4-star, 5-star striker at 95 rated, one of the highest highlights that we've got so far, 6'2". We've got the 99 pace, which is fantastic. We also have great shooting. It's mainly the volleys that drop that down. I'm fine with that. Passing is decent enough for a striker. Great dribbling, great physicality, and a decent head and accuracy if it really counts. Then obviously we've got ourselves the playstyle pluses. We've got the power shot and low driven. Amongst them we have got the first touch as well. To be honest, the playstyles are a little bit of a letdown to some extent. Quick step I like. The aerial is going to be fine for the height. I suppose Trickster's not the worst. Bit of pinged pass, no finesse, which is going to be an interesting issue. But I'm hoping that kind of just... it doesn't have that much of an effect, hopefully, and then no rapid or flare. So again, it's going to be an interesting one to see what his shooting stance is like. Rolls wise, we're absolutely fine. We've got the advanced forward, the poacher, the target forward. The only one we haven't got as a plus is going to be the false 9. Again, that's not going to be a problem. We also have got the story for all of them, so if you wanted to see that, pause the video in a second ago. And in terms of chemistry styles, people are looking at the top 3 of Marksman, Finisher, or Maestro. So we get controlled lengthy on 2 of them. The first one in Marksman is going to give us 97 shooting, 97 dribbling, and then 1 extra on that strength. Whether you really want that is going to be up for question, but it would turn him into a 97 rated striker. If we went for the finisher, again would be 97 rated striker. We'd end up with 96, 96, but a bit more agility balance. And finally with the Maestro, we would end up with passing, shooting, and dribbling, both 96, 94, still a 97 rated striker. At the moment he's on basic, which to be fair gives him an all-round boost to a 97, so we'll kind of see how he goes with that, and then we'll see if we needed to add anything to him in a little bit. So I'm kind of hoping for at least somebody that is semi-decent at shooting. Obviously being 170,000, even if it was 180,000 still at this point, we've seen so many of the team of the seasons really flop, so he's got to be a reason why he's a little bit higher, and maybe that could be down to... it could be down to the fact that he might be just difficult to pack. It being the highest highlight, it could be one of them ones that is just there. That's a great shot, good save. But hopefully it does mean that he's at least a semi-decent striker. I do want to give myself a go at Dembele and Barcola, but they are very, very expensive to try and get. It's a good turn on him for somebody so tall. Lovely. Low driven across. Good. Ball back. Oh, I mean, I just pressed a little X. Good strength. All the way. This is where the oh, that's a great turn on him. Okay, I did not expect the responsiveness from that there. All the way through. Can we get a little chest? Power shot off it. Oh, that would have been nice. Get the... oh, something. Good. Great shot. Great finish. Okay, I mean, I'm kind of understanding the reaction side of him. It's actually been pretty fantastic. So even without that rapid or quick step, he's most definitely got that quick turn of pace that will most definitely do well enough in my eyes. There it is. Left foot cross goal. Great shot from Mika. Oh, it's beautiful. Just the pace going with him. He was holding off. You could definitely see that they were just waiting for that moment. And as soon as it came, it didn't matter. We got the 99 power, 93 on the penalties. He's not staying down the middle. You can see that a mile off. Yes, beautiful. Hat-trick hero. Mika standing at the keeper. Finds him in. Low driven across goal. Yeah, I mean... It's an interesting one. Like, once you get a good game, you know that you kind of everything goes to gold really with him, and he's been brilliant on the ball, and it's all the aspects that I like from him. Like, he's not necessarily a pacey player in terms of Oh, imagine in terms of the rapid quick step, but he's got the speed to turn. He's obviously got enough pace to get away from defenders. Look for the near post. His shooting is phenomenal. It is genuinely phenomenal. There it is. Little 1-2. Ooh, finds the inside. It's nice. Looking for the power shots. It's the one thing that I just never get right, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I used to be able to do them insanely well. Like not necessarily score them every day, good overhead. But in general, we used to be able to get them consistent. I don't know if there's been a massive overhaul of shooting, and finesse is kind of the only one that kind of sticks by the meta as such. That was a terrible pass. But it's one of them ones that is so hit and miss for me. Sometimes I'll get every single one in, and other times it's like I just barely can hit them on target, which is just terrifyingly bad. But it's nice to have that sort of space. Again, he kind of comes through nicely. This guy actually has him as well, which is very odd that I've used him for one game and quite literally the next game I've seen him. I don't think I've really seen many in any of the weekend leagues, and yet he's here now consistently already. Good play. Back to him potentially. Look at a CR7 run. Ooh. Back on the inside. Oh! What a finish. Mika coming in. That is a quality strike. Cross goal, I thought he might not have it. Great power. That's a terrible touch, though. You've got to get that touch right. I find that that's, to be honest, that's with everybody. You can't just 90-degree turn anymore like that. That's totally gone from this game. So getting the touch right is going to be a number one to kind of keeping that pace doing well. It's the same as using someone like Drogba. It's strange to see him use two people so similar in stature. Get him a cross goal. Little fake. I was hoping he'd move him, to be honest, but he kind of called my bluff. Good ball. Oh, that wasn't the pass I wanted. It kind of took an extra second to get it. Ooh, that's a little bit nasty. I was going to say, that's got to be a red. Oh, he got him in red. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. I wonder if this guy is going to leave now because of that. Little one. Ooh, nearly get another. And he's gone. So we're going into the overall form then. In general, I'd say he's decent. For 182,000, give or take, 185, whatever he comes in at, I would say that's pretty viable. As an option, when you look at the squads and look at, especially if you are looking just Major League, say you don't want any D1 players, you don't get the links, regardless of nations, what have you, then fair enough. You've got the likes of Dembele, Barcola, going to cost you an arm and a leg. They're realistically not worth buying anyway, because when you've got somebody that's 6.1, he will drop so quickly. Like, it will just be a downwards direction for most of his time. So the longer you keep him, the more money you lose. For someone like Mika, he's coming at 185, and yes, he will drop as well. It's hardly like they won't, but the far risk factor, he's a good striker for right now, and he most definitely will only lose so much. He's more than likely eventually going to hit the rock bottom during footies. He'll be like 10, 20k, whatever. But for right now, he's not going to be under 100k for unless they brought out so many 100 to 200k strikers. He'd probably be still chilling above 100k quite comfortably. When you look at Cherokee, maybe he just goes a bit below it. But to be fair, with the stats that he's got, with the level that he kind of comes in at, I'd be very comfortable to pay anywhere upwards of 100 for him. I think he genuinely was a bit of a surprise with how quick he can kind of get onto that ball. Not having the play styles that we kind of saw. Yes, there is always going to be better play style plus players, and most definitely there's always going to be better players. He's not going to compare to a CR7 that's 1.5 mil. He's not going to compare to an Mbappe team of the season or a CR7, a R9, whatever. He's not going to compare to them because that's not who he's trying to compare to. If he was to put him in against a Jonathan David, if he was to put him against kind of like even a Mateo, when we're looking at the price difference, you go against a De Jong, he is 10 times better than De Jong. We've used pretty much most of the Eredivisie players. They are good and they are very good for the price that you're paying. But there is better players out there, of course there is. That's the whole point of the pricing system. Otherwise, if Tolisso was better than João Neves, you'd see him a little bit higher. At the very minimum, he would be a little bit higher. So there's always a bit of weight to it. Now, obviously, when it comes to shooting ability, I think he is fantastic. We just kept him on the basic, to be honest, and he did his absolute job. Now, I do get the community votes. I think they're fine. I don't think they're a bad option. Obviously, you had got the marksman, which is this one. You then had the finisher, which is this one. And then finally, you did have the maestro, which is just adding a bit of passing. I personally like the basic. I think if I was to go for one, I would possibly be looking at this one, just because with a finisher you do get a bit more agility balance, which is nice. I mean, it's kind of the difference between reaction and ball control, agility balance, and then going for long shots versus the attacking positioning. So you can kind of pick and choose. They're both very cheap chemistry styles anyway, but it naturally works regardless. So I think he's an absolute steal. I really would look at him and kind of give him a go out. If you are struggling for strikers, if you've already got Team of the Year Mbappe and R9 or CR7 and Strike Force Suarez, yes, he's probably not going to get into your team. But if you are looking to upgrade to a triple play style plus, trying to get a cheap team of the season, I'd definitely be looking at him at the very minimum. He's kind of in that medium zone. Let me know what you think about him, and I'll catch you all for the next one. We've got Prem tomorrow.